Hello and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World of Tanks. I am actually just doing a few replays here because I am packing up to head to Chicago tomorrow for Depticon. I had to think for a minute what it was. We're going to be playing in Flames of War tournaments, just some small ones, nothing major. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's going to be a really long weekend because it's all really early stuff and it's my birthday weekend, so I'm going to be out at the bars. I'm going to be apparently meeting up with a few people from WWPD and a few just friends and whatnot else. I also was recommended a place to go and eat from a viewer, so if anyone else has any recommendations to go see and do in Chicago, let me know. But you might want to let me know quickly. Twitter's the easiest way to contact me, or Facebook, but probably Twitter. So anyway, doing a replay here of my T110. It's a great tank, actually. I just absolutely love this freaking tank. It might be my first tier 10, but I think it's actually one of the better tier 10s. It still doesn't have a niche in Clan Wars that I could find yet, the way that it should be played at least, but I am working on it. And actually we jumped into Clan Wars, which I'll have a video of, actually taking a replay from one of my clan mates for that later on in this video here. So it just, this replay is showing you the just strengths of having such a fast tier 10 and being able to relocate and assessing all your situations as quick as you can. Yeah, I might be taking hits here and there, but it's all about your ability to assess where you're at and where you're needed. And so that's kind of what I did. Then it was just a good game. So I figured I'd take it and show it to you guys. So anyway, I had you all suggest a tank for me to play in the next video. Not this video, but the next one after this. And it's pretty split between two of them, with a fairly large favoring of one tank in particular. I mean, if you were to go through and tally them like I just did, you'd see which one's winning. And I think it's probably going to end up going to be that one. I don't have the cash to afford it yet. I'm about 100,000 short, so like 2 games and my Lion or my T-34 should be able to get it. But I'll probably have to wait until I get back. I don't know if I'm going to have time to play this tonight after I finish this recording. But yeah, I'm flying out at about 7 a.m. to get down to Chicago, and then I'm hitting up the hotel and everything else. So, probably only going to get about a couple hours of sleep tonight, and red-eye flight in the morning. I guess that's the price of having your friend get your plane ticket instead of you doing it yourself, but I'm not arguing for the price. Where was I? Yeah, so just the, we've entered Clan Wars. That was something I wanted to talk about, and I will bring that battle up in a bit. As you can see here, I assessed that we needed help up in the north, that we were already getting overrun, that we didn't have anything up there. So that's where I went. Needed a tier 10, and everything else down at the bottom had it covered. So, Clan Wars. We have decided we're going to start doing Clan Wars. We've done 2 attempts already. We attempted 2 landings. One did not go so well because we really kind of just half-assed it. And then the second landing that we did this week actually went a whole lot better. It actually was very successful. And we just had one turn of luck go against us. Otherwise, we probably would have went into the landing itself as opposed to the tournament for the landing. But overall, I'm enjoying it. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. You really have to have a lot of strategy and you have to have the right balance of tanks. The problem is we have a lot of T110s, and you don't have the balance you need in order to really effectively, how should I put it? You don't have the balance you need to be able to counter everything you're going to see. You just have, like, we have a lot of T110s, so we don't have what we want to have, and it hurts us because don't have enough of those heavy hitters or those heavy defenders. We don't have enough mouse. Basically, we need more, I guess the plural would be mice. We don't have enough mice. We have a lot of T110s and I think 1 or 2 E100s. So we need a few more of those heavy tanks, especially when we get into any city fight maps, because when we're playing more open terrain maps, as you'll see in the video that I show you. But it's it works, but I think it kind of is an in-between. I like the IS-7 a little better, but I do like this T110 in terms of its just damage output. It fires probably twice as fast, so it's not nearly as fast, but it's close. I was screaming here about, I was like, damn it, he bounced my shell! He got lucky, but that's twice now that they bounced. I was aiming for a quick shot on his turret. I didn't want to take the time to go and maneuver to get in there. But he turned the wrong direction. That ended him. So yeah, me repositioning actually made the world of difference because I have all these tanks not looking at me. I have all these tanks that were worried about things to the south, and our south was able to take care of them all. And they kind of just ignored me, which I guess that's a good thing because they knew I was going to take him out. E100, I guess, let that guy on fire. So at this point I was debating what to do. That I could go after that E100 down in the south, or I could go and collapse their flank and just try and cap them. So, talking with my teammate Surehands, I decided I might as well just swing around to the rear, try and take out their artillery because I know that would be a threat, and then go for a cap, seeing as we lost our only piece of artillery. Oh, no, we had 2 pieces of artillery, sorry. 3. No, 3 pieces. Wow, I can't count. Huh! So, where are we going here? Trying to figure it out. Yeah, so basically just going to loop around. I already know that E100 is going to die. There's no chance that he can take on that many heavies. What is my one shell going to do? I'm just going to end up getting in the way or having to line up a shot that's not going to matter. So I decided I might as well just end up cruising around south, taking care of stuff this way. Now I actually end up making the right decision here. See, there's a huge cluster of people there, which makes it a very target-rich environment, so I'm surprised the artillery... Oh, there we go. The artillery is able to take something out. Now, me on the other hand, I figure, yeah, I'm going to be on my own. Might as well just go. As I was saying with Clan Wars, though, I'm jumping all over the place. That's what I hate about doing these recorded videos where I'm not playing in the middle of it, and I really don't have anything up on my screen to talk about. Kind of giving you guys some quick filler before I go down to Chicago. So, people have been suggesting, hey, why don't you play or do a Flames of War video, something like that. So yeah, I'll do something Flames of War while I'm out there. I mean, I might as well. I'm there, so figure I might as well take advantage of the fact that I'm going to have a bunch of tournaments going on around me. There's our daily tournaments, and there's also the U.S. Nationals, which I didn't qualify for, which. It's only because I haven't played a single tournament this season yet. This is like my first tournament. Well, no, I played the doubles with Steven and Luke and John from the WPD podcast, but I haven't played any other tournament at all. So yeah, that was a nice 5x experience. I ended up getting a Steel Wall and Sniper, which is awesome for that T110. So let me go switch off to the next video. I think I have something I want to talk about. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot what I was talking about from like 2 minutes ago, however long it took me to load this video. Oh man, I should really take notes on this stuff. So yeah, this video is another great one of my E75 and my buddy Kurgan here in his T95. I'm gonna try and give him some cover because obviously T95's biggest weakness is it can get trapped really easily in these city boards. So yeah, I know this video is gonna feature a lot of just heavy stuff I've been playing a lot of. And it's all replays from this week, so at least I'm not really showing you old footage or anything. But the next video, I should have that tank that wins, which I can tell you guys right now if I really wanted to, but I figure I'll wait and see. But it's probably going to be the more expensive of the 3. How about that, if that helps any. And also the one that I have to put the most upgrades into because I haven't touched it at all. So instead, I also have 2 other tanks I can get I didn't mention. Well, no, I mentioned the T90 was AMX, not T90, AMX, whatever, 90, AMX 1390, there we go, couldn't remember it. AMX 1390 I do have access to and I need to probably get at one point in time. It wasn't going to win at all. I hear it's a really fun tank and I really want to get it. But I will do it probably, I don't know. I really want to get all these mediums. I really want to get back into playing the mediums, especially 2 of the 4 I mentioned, but kind of I'll do all 4 of the 4 because it looks really fun. So I will get that. I also just got the, what is that thing called? Oh yeah, that guy shot his teammate. That was kind of comical. I just unlocked the, as I show my rear end back to the IS-4 here. Trying to rotate around. I just unlocked the M18 Hellcat, so I'm really excited to get that. It's only 800,000, so I should hopefully be able to get that as well. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. As I try and block this guy's shot here, just like that. I don't know if he shot my turret or my gun, but it was kind of awesome that I blocked a shot. So yeah, can't remember what I was talking about. I wanted to talk about video length. I've been putting out a lot of 25 or 20 to 30 minute videos, and I want to know if that keeps everyone's attention, because those are long videos, and usually it depends on me getting a lot of content recorded, which usually takes me forever to do. And you're looking at, you know, I can get like 2 or 3 battles recorded, but getting that 4th one takes forever, or getting that 3rd one takes forever. So I'm wondering if it's makes more sense to go for a 15 to 20 minute video, because that way it keeps everyone's attention more. I can probably get them out a lot sooner. Yeah, by the way, did you guys notice that dodge of the T-30 round? I was quickly warned by Kurgan. He's like, you got something coming up, or do you see that T-30 you're driving in front of? I was like, no, what? It's like, you might want to back up really quick. So I just tapped the brakes and tapped backwards, and that shell just cruised right over my deck. I got so lucky on that miss, and that's all he talks about now, is how I dodged a bullet thanks to him. Legitimately dodged a bullet in that case. So this ISU is going to kill that T-30. I kind of acted as a distraction, because if that T-30 decided to point at that ISU, it probably would not have went so well. So yeah, video length. I'm thinking I'm going to back it down to probably be between 15 and 20 minutes. I think that the 30-minute videos are really long, and they're very difficult to record. They usually makes them draw out so much longer and just not be nearly as much content. Or useful content, I should say. So I'm going to definitely back it down a bit. And as usual, I want to try and avoid these sorts of recordings like I'm doing now, because it's kind of tedious and it just doesn't flow the same. It's more impactful when I'm doing it live in the motions of it. So that's gonna be my goal. That's at least so that way you guys don't start wondering why anything has changed or anything like that. So other than that, oh man, my next roadmap, I want to get all 4 mediums, but that's also going to depend on when 7.3 comes out, because I need to get that IS-4 probably, as opposed to just sitting on it with the, what do you want to call it, sitting on it without it being purchased. Need to have it in my garage in order to get the full effect of it. So I want to get those 4 mediums. I want to get the Hellcat. I think the Hellcat's going to happen before anything else. And then I'll get the IS-4, and then I don't know from there. E100 probably when I get to it. That one's going to take a while because it's just so expensive. 6 million's kind of hard to earn. Yeah, I could sell a bunch of tanks I don't use, but I kind of like to collect them all. Don't know why. Just weird like that. So as this battle draws to a close, as I have no idea where this T-29 is. Oh, he's all the way back at base. Yeah, I think we just ignore him and go for the cap. Or do I go and shoot him? I don't remember now. It's been a while. But yeah, so we'll go into the clan battle next. It's actually, I'll show you guys the win, not the loss. The loss was kind of heartbreaking. We did kind of a similar thing, but our artillery ended up getting killed right off the bat, and that made the world of difference. So I'm just going to show you a viewpoint from one guy's perspective. I don't want to have to record 2 different videos of the same thing. But yeah, so see if I can't remember what happens here. Try and get through this so I can get to the part that's actually interesting. Tell you guys about Clan Wars a little bit. Yeah, and I bounced off a T-29 as hot as that is. Or actually, I think that was a crit. Of all things. Yeah, we end up capping before I can kill this guy. Go figure. So yeah, let me move into the Clan Wars and see what we can show you guys from there, or at least let you guys experience a little. So I'm viewing this one from my buddy Kazuki, who you see post in my YouTube channel a lot. He actually answers a lot of questions for me whenever I can't get to him. He usually fields some of the easy stuff, or just kind of points people in the right direction. So if he ever responds to your comments, it's because I usually don't have time, or I'll get to it after he comments. Stuff like that. So yeah, viewing it from Kazuki's perspective, he actually has a mod that lets him zoom out that far. I don't have that mod, so don't ask me for it, because I don't know where it is or how to get it. It's probably easy to find and easy to install. It's just I haven't bother to get it. Didn't see a need for it. So, for Clan Wars, it is very different because, well, you don't see what the enemy team looks like when you first start the game. You have to identify each tank. I removed the map. I don't know if I just said that or not. Wow, I really haven't been paying attention to what I say. But yeah, I removed the map so you guys don't see our strategy here completely. It's you can obviously tell what our strategy is going to be, but still. So we decided that since we are attacking, you kind of just got to go balls to the wall. So we decided to go with all mediums, no TDs, as fast stuff as we can, and we wanted to do a little bit of a running and gunning sort of thing. We didn't want to sit there and try and knife fight people because we just don't have the collective skill with which to sit there and do that type of peekaboo sort of action. And plus we were relying on our tanks a little bit, our tanks, what do you want to call them? Our artillery, there we go. We're relying on our artillery a bit here because we have some pretty good artillery players, but we lack in a few tanks here because we don't all have a big diversity of tanks, and we do not have a big diversity of tier 10s especially. We have limited selection, and like I've been telling people, we have mostly T110s, which is not optimal, but is still pretty good. So what we were doing was trying to get the most we could. We do have a few 9s and 8s just because we do not have a full group of 15 10s yet, and we're doing the best we can. So, I mean, it's getting our guys experience, and that's kind of what the goal was. Now, I'm actually sitting here pointing out targets and calling targets mostly for my team to go against. That's kind of what my role was. Of course, I go over there and sacrifice myself because I draw a lot of people on me, so it allows us to advance more. But what I ended up doing was doing a lot of damage on that end while Kazuki's sitting here taking shots at the guys that are already wounded. But we had our priority targets, and what our goal was to... Man, that's blasting in my headphones. What we were trying to do was point out targets that we wanted to be our priority. We tried to focus them down one at a time, because everyone hitting everything is not going to help. You need to go down one at a time. Worry about taking out what is your biggest threat first, and then moving on. So I kept prioritizing the IS-7s, and then whatever was weak. Obviously, if something's weak from artillery, we want it dead because it's going to be an easy kill. So, we kind of had our ideas of how we want to go about killing things. And of course, we just got a little bit of lucky, and I think we caught these guys off guard completely. And of course, we had really, really accurate artillery this game. So it helps when you have artillery that's on the ball. When you catch people off guard who are not prepared or ready. And just, obviously, they were not thinking through what we were doing. Wow, I did not know their artillery was back in that corner. That's an interesting idea. I was not prepared for that. You see, I'm watching this video for the first time from his perspective, so it's kind of cool to see what they decided to do. Yeah, they were running similar to us. They didn't have all tier 10s like we did either. And kind of made a difference. I know that we kind of did the best we could with our tier 10s, but we fill in the best we can. I mean, you gotta look at it as they wanted to experience what tier 10s were, or what Clan Wars were like, so we went ahead and decided to go ahead and go with tier 10 stuff. Or not tier 10 stuff, I keep saying that. Go with the Clan Wars stuff, just because, you know, figured we'd give it a shot. We didn't want to do the company battles just because it's more of a hodgepodge. It's less organization. We wanted to kind of, how do I want to put it? Wanted to work our organization against other major clans, just so we can see if it's even possible for us to do landings. And plus, it kind of gives you that little more seriousness to what you're doing. Now, Kazuki here gets his Top Gun, and I think he's just going to hide and accept the Top Gun. We are to the point right now that we could just sit back. We had plenty of time. We could let our artillery take care of that T-95, but it wasn't a problem. We really caught these guys on their back foot, is what it felt like. Kept pushing them back so that they really didn't have much ground that they could take care of. It was actually a really good strategy that we came up with, and I liked it. We did such a great job that, you know what, I gotta hide from you guys what it was we were doing, but you can kind of figure out. We kind of just went hard and fast, and that. Yeah, you can insert any in your window you want there, thanks. Kind of walked into that one, didn't I? So it's definitely a learning experience for my clan. We are having a lot of fun trying to do it, and plus it's a good push to get our clanmates into the tier 10s and want to join us in the clan war stuff. So, well, it wasn't a complete steamroll. We did lose a lot of tanks. We ended up winning pretty good here, and like I said, the next one would have been a whole lot different, but artillery got taken out right off the bat, because that would have made the world of difference. As you can see here, artillery really did change the way things went. So, anyway, I'm off to Chicago, so I want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Hopefully I'll get some stuff up in the next week, because I'll be returning, and I'll have some stories from you then. And like I said, I'll try and do something for Flames of War related since I'll be out in Chicago. And if anyone's going to be in the area, shoot me a line on Twitter or private message me on YouTube, and I'll probably catch that. So, anyway, yeah, my Facebook and Twitter are in the description. Same with the mods. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next episode.